way to appease progressive Democrats who are urging the president to basically walk away from the negotiations altogether. The president is facing resistance from within his own party who say he's giving way too much credit to Republicans as part of these negotiations, that he shouldn't even be having these budget talks right now in the first place. And Democrats are worried about what concessions the White House might ultimately have to make.
The Ukrainian city of Bakhmut, bitterly fought over for months now in Russian control, according to the Russians. The Ukrainians still claiming to control a small bit of territory in that eastern region. In court today, Moscow, Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohberger.
28-year-old Brian Kohberger, the man suspected of killing 4 University of Idaho students last November, is set to be arraigned after a grand jury last week indicted him on charges related to the murders of Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernodle, and Madison Mogan. Kohberger is expected to plead not guilty to 4 charges of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary.
That's ABC's Andrew Dimbert. The European Union slapping Facebook and Instagram owner Meta with a $1.3 billion privacy fine. Meta's also been ordered to stop transferring user data across the Atlantic over cyber snooping fears. Republican Senator Tim Scott expected to announce his presidential bid today. Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis poised to enter the presidential race this week as well.
The big question to me, is he willing to take Trump on directly and right out of the gates? Because that's what everyone in the Republican Party is looking for.
ABC Political Director Rick Klein, you're listening to ABC News.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
There's a new travel advisory in place about Florida. The NAACP calling Governor Ron DeSantis and the state, quote, openly hostile to people of color after passing laws the group says are biased against them. Here's ABC's Jay O'Brien.
This is to demonstrate to the state of Florida, to Governor Ron DeSantis, that they believe these issues are crossing a line and are serious. Now, Ron DeSantis, for his part, called this move back in March when it was being proposed a joke.
Police in Kansas City looking for a gunman after a shooting early Sunday at a bar. 3 were killed, 2 others hurt. An investigation in El Salvador after a deadly stampede at a soccer match. 12 people died after ramming through a gate. They were apparently upset after being blocked despite holding tickets to the game. And 4 astronauts now just a couple of hours away from docking with the International Space Station, all part of a private space flight.
Engines full power. And liftoff, Falcon 9.
With space travel veteran Peggy Whitson in the commander's seat, 2 Saudi astronauts and paying passenger John Schaffner lifted off Sunday evening for a rendezvous with the International Space Station. The launch went off without a hitch, as did the return of the recyclable first-stage rocket after hoisting the crew capsule 46 miles into the air.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
The Falcon 9 rocket gently touched down back at Cape Canaveral to be cleaned up and prepared for its next launch. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
This is ABC News.
I've been driving commercial vehicles for 20 years. Every big road across this country, anywhere the work takes me, that's where I'm driving. But that's not where I'm going. I'm going to see my little girl graduate high school and my boy get married and to teach my grandkids a thing or two. And I realize everyone out there is going somewhere. So it just makes sense to help each other get there safely. Let's all get where we're going. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Paid for by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
Sherry.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company company. They'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton. Low Gillum in the Blue Room. Your forecast for today is going to be partly cloudy, highs around 80. Partly cloudy tonight, lows around 60. Partly cloudy tomorrow, highs again around 80. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 55. Sunshine for Wednesday, highs around 80. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 55. Thursday, highs around 80 under partly cloudy skies. Then Friday, rain moves in, looking for rain showers with highs around 80. That's your forecast. We are 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
Well, we've just got caught slam up right here, hadn't we? Good Monday morning to you. Monday, May the 22nd. Hope you're having a great morning so far. We're just sitting here just chatting away. It's amazing how we can come in here and don't even prepare for anything. We don't. The only thing I research is I look up the birthdays and events and what national day it is today, and that's all I do. And then me and Tracy just sort of roll with it.
We've done that for years, haven't we? Just roll with it.
Yeah, we have. What have I got going on here? Tracy, are you not plugged in? Say something.
Say something.
Nope, your microphone's not working. I don't know what is up with that. Try plugging it in.
Ding.
Try that again.
Testing.
Oh, there you go.
There I go.
There you go. Oh, it wasn't making good connection.
I just didn't hold my mouth the right way.
That's what it was. Oh, I got something for you, Tracy. You ready?
Yep.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh. Thank you.
Good morning. 7 minutes after 7 o'clock, we have these death announcements we have to get through this morning before we kick off our morning call-around report. Dwight Neil Towery, age 68, of Golden Valley, passed away Saturday, May the 20th. Graveside services will be held Thursday at 4 o'clock at the First Broad Baptist Cemetery. Washburn Dorsey Funeral Home and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Dwight Neil Towery. Gail Ann Stillman, age 85, of Rutherfordton, passed away April the 24th. Services will be held Saturday, May the 27th. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Gail Ann Stillman. Stephen Michael Govis passed away, on May the 7th. There it is. A celebration of his life will be held June 24th at 1 p.m. in Rutherfordton. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory Services serving the family of Stephen Michael Govis. 8 minutes after 7 o'clock. You know what I did Friday?
What on earth did you do, Todd?
I went to Gregory's in Rutherfordton and I ate. And I walked in and someone said, "Well, hey, Todd, how you doing?" And I looked over at that person and I thought, who in the world is this? Couldn't tell you who it was.
Oh, no.
And I was just like, "Hey, I'm doing good. Good to see you." Went on about my business, and he said, "You don't know who I am, do you?" And I said, "No clue." Sitting there with a bunch of firemen. Then it dawned on me who he was.
Oh.
Robbie Samuel. How about Robbie?
Oh, Robbie.
You know, Robbie, he was sitting in there with all the fine folks from the Rutherford Fire Department. Come to find out, I know a couple of them old boys.
Oh, yeah.
And just happened to drive my Trailblazer. So
Well,
I took
of
it over there
course.
after work, and they all marveled at it, and I did a little burnout for them and left really quick.
Well, that was just a meant-to-be moment, wasn't
That's
it?
right. That was.
Well, let me tell you what I did.
That was good.
Saturday, me and my mom went to Tony's, and he said that you had just left to get that sauce.
Didn't have no salsa. He said, "It's your own fault." Well, here's Bill O'Reilly. We'll be back after that.
And I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first. Hey, DirecTV viewers, Bill O'Reilly here, inviting you to watch the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern. The challenges facing our nation are only getting worse. The border, inflation, crime, drugs. Folks need real information, an honest analysis they can trust. The corporate media feeds you biased reporting every day. All of that stops now with me, Bill O'Reilly, and the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights 8 p.m., DirecTV channel 347. On this Monday, I filed a column yesterday on BillO'Reilly.com entitled Fear the Walking Trump. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the program Fear the Walking Dead, I co-opted that in a title to get attention. Now, the column is about people who believe that Donald Trump has no chance to be reelected president. That is foolish. The man has, I wouldn't say even money chance, but I'd say to discount him, you're being naive. There are many things that could happen to Donald Trump in the next 6 months. That's the thing we don't know. There are investigations. There are other competitors like Ron DeSantis. There's a whole bunch of stuff in motion. So there's no predictability, even though Donald Trump leads in the Republican polling right now. However, Mr. Trump has resources. He has money. He has a record. In my opinion, he ran the country fairly efficiently in the 4 years. And of course, we all know his deficits, obsessed with the election of 2020, and often speaks in terms that alienate millions of Americans. But don't be foolish. Donald Trump is a formidable candidate for president in 2024. Back after this. If you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
The Old West had a number of vigilante groups. One of the more famous ones was the San Francisco Vigilantes of 1851. With the discovery of gold in 1849, this town grew from 900 inhabitants to over 200,000 within a matter of months. It was impossible for law enforcement to handle the situation. Adding to this was a group of Australian criminals called the Sydney Ducks. So a group of about 200 vigilantes took it upon themselves to clean up the town. The minor criminals were deported, the bad ones were hanged. Getting the message, the criminals either cleaned up their act or left town, so the vigilante committee disbanded. Then in 1856, some citizens of San Francisco felt the necessity to form a second vigilante committee. But this time the committee seemed to be motivated by politics. On May 14, a member of the Board of Supervisors, James Casey, shot and killed James King, a crusading editor of the local newspaper. Casey was arrested. The next day, 500 vigilantes took Casey from jail and hanged him. Again, over the next few months, they hanged a number of men. But there was a difference between the motives of the two vigilante committees. Over the last few years, a number of Irish Catholic Democrats had moved into San Francisco, and with the election of James Casey, were beginning to gain political power, which previously had been in the hands of the Protestant Republicans. Because of the vigilantes' activities, a number of the Irish Catholic leaders left the area, and the Protestants were able to once again take control. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
For dependable and complete auto service, see Tri-City Tire Service. They care about their customers, and it shows. offering complete services in brakes, alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, and of course, tire service. Tri-City Tire would like to take this time to thank all our military men and women for your service and dedication for keeping us safe and free in this great country. This military salute has been brought to you from Tri-City Tire Service, 221 Daniel Road in Forest City.
15 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Monday, May the 22nd. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. Our first stop in our call-around report, as always, is the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. With us is Deputy Butron. Deputy, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing well. Hope you are.
Doing pretty good. What do you have on the report for us this morning?
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 356 calls for service. The jails processed 15 arrests, and there's currently 174 incarcerated in the county jail. For incident report,
Here's that Sheriff's report.
Jeffrey Taylor reported a breaking and entering. That's all we have for incident reports. Arrest reports, Joshua Van Buskirk was charged with possession with the intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of a Schedule I controlled substance, and driving while license revoked. Robert Benjamin Parker was charged with assault on a female. Paige Elaine Connor was served a warrant for a misdemeanor larceny. James Mitchell Downing was served an order for arrest for a failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Latrice Maria Alford was served a criminal summons for cyberstalking. Jason Brian Metcalf was charged with possession of methamphetamine. And Addie Marie Browning was charged with a domestic violence protection order violation. That's all we've got.
Deputy Butron, we appreciate that report. Be safe out there today and have a good day.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. And that Sheriff's Report is being brought to you courtesy of the fine folks over at Jay's Discount Grocery.
With gas and utility prices skyrocketing, you need to save money wherever you can. Jay's Discount Grocery can help you do just that. Jay's Grocery has a fresh meat market and a produce aisle like no other. Jay's carries all household needs, including dog and cat food, cups, paper plates, drinks, famous brand names arriving daily at a fraction of the cost. You know, you just never know what you'll find at Jay's. Find out for yourself. Jay's is open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 7, Friday and Saturday, 8 to 8, closed on Sundays. Jay's Discount Grocery, 671 Oak Street in Forest City. Shop Jay's and walk out with a pocket full of savings.
18 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Monday morning, 911 Communications Center, and Lindsay is with us. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have on the report for us this morning?
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed 798 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 127 EMS, under a law enforcement 356 Sheriff's Office, 94 Forest City, 14 Lake Lure, 85 Rutherfordton, and 92 Spindale. Under fire calls, Cliffside had a motor vehicle crash and a brush fire. Ellenboro had a structure fire. Hudlow had a motor vehicle accident. Lake Lure had a residential fire alarm. Rutherfordton had a structure fire. Sandy Mush and Spindale also have motor vehicle accidents, and that is all.
Lindsay, thanks so much for that report. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Lindsay bringing us that report from the 911 Communications Center. You need to listen in a little after the birthdays this morning. I've got a... Yeah, we're going to be talking to Wayne today. Yeah, I forgot about Wayne.
Yeah.
Before we get to Wayne, we're going to pass along with some events that happened on this day, and I've got a lot of firsts.
Okay, you do. Okay, go right ahead. We're ready.
Amazing. We're going to get to that after the birthdays this morning. I'm going to make you wait. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Ain't nothing like waiting. Builds up the anticipation. You know, just, I can't wait.
And it works on your patience,
That's
too.
Right. Patience.
You learn patience.
Patience is a virtue. And we're going to make you learn some patience here this morning because you're going to have to wait for the famous events throughout history. That's right. Heading over to Ruby Taylor, SDO Fire District. We'll check in with her next.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Ruby Taylor joining us from the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's happening over in that area?
Nothing, I don't reckon, because I hadn't heard anything.
Just keeping it quiet over there, ain't we?
Yeah. That's the way we like it. Stay quiet.
That's right.
On my birthday calendar, I got Marvin Green and Paulette Vest having birthdays today, and hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the breast today and tomorrow. And Todd, that's all I've got.
Ruby, appreciate the report and hope you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ruby Taylor with that report from the SDO Fire District. Did you hear that? I said appreciate. That's a good Southern word.
It is. We always leave out something here in the South, don't we?
When you go to Walmart and you get a thing to carry your groceries and push it around, what's that called?
I call it a buggy.
That's a buggy.
What do some people call it?
Oh, I've seen.
What is it called?
I was watching a lady. I think she was from Hawaii. She called it a grocery
cart
tram.
Oh,
or
grocery
something
tram.
Like that. It was weird.
Huh?
It wasn't a buggy.
Yeah.
Shopping cart, buggy. Yeah. My son used to when I was little. My son used to want to get up in it and sit while I pushed him around.
Yeah.
So I'd open the little flap. The good old days, right?
Yes, it sure was.
All right, we're going to move around on our call-around report this morning. We'll check in with Chris Melton up at the Chimney Rock Fire District next.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Springdale.
It is a Monday morning, and, well, that's just what it is. It's Monday. You got to put up with it. Chris Melton, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Good. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful.
Good.
Good thing about this week is I get to work 5 days, and I'm off 4. We have to take Memorial Day off at the hospital, and I took an extra day off.
Well, you have to take Memorial Day.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you want to work?
No. It said
Nothing wrong with that.
Sounds like they're holding a gun to your head. You have to work.
All
you have to be off.
All non-clinical departments will be closed for Memorial Day.
There you go.
Federal holidays we generally close except for the.
And that's the kickoff to summer.
That's right.
That's it.
I bet summer is going to be in full swing this weekend up around Lake Lure.
Oh yes, I bet so.
It already is.
Oh, I can imagine people already rolling in and getting ready to spend their summers in Lake Lure.
Sure are. Getting busy.
And Chris gets to deal with them all. If I get
all good.
That's right. Anything going on up there this morning, Chris?
Yeah, there is. There's Friday, Lake Lure ran a medical call. Saturday, Lake Lure and Fairfield ran a fire alarm, and yesterday, Bills Creek ran a medical call. Bills Creek Fire Department's hosting a blood drive June 1st at their fire department. It's Thursday from 12 to 5. And the Western North Carolina Peer Support Team Network, they are hosting a rodeo, and the peer support team goes around to all the fire departments in Western North Carolina, including Rutherford County, and assist fire departments when they have major major calls and traumatic calls, and talks with the firemen and anybody in the first responder field. So it's a good fundraiser to support because they help out everybody, and it kind of raise money to help with the copay for any clinicians that might have to happen, or any of that fun stuff. But their rodeo will be June 24th. And you can go on Chimney Rock Fire Department's Facebook page and see all the information. And that's it.
All right, Chris. Appreciate the report. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Chris Melton with the Chimney Rock Fire District. Let us know what's happening in the upper part of the county, around Lake Lure, up around that area. Sound like you had a pretty busy weekend. Nothing too bad, though. Just a couple of medical calls and got some events coming up, so definitely check out. I know a lot of people from the lower end of the county don't ever get up to Lake Lure a whole lot unless it's on the weekend. So.
I know those motorcycles sure do.
That's right.
They sure cluster up together and take off up there.
I have to ride up there one weekend in my I ain't gonna say it. 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. We'll continue our call around the port over to DeVern Upton in Boston.
Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service is the reason they continue to be voted best in pest control. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Free estimates when you call Hutchins Pest Control, and you can be sure that job is going to be done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171, and they'll be right there.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
7:26 Monday morning. We're looking at sunny skies outside. 56 degrees, and we're heading over to the Bostic Fire District. And DeVern Upton. DeVern, good morning. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Wonderful on a Monday.
We have a temperature of 55 degrees. Fire department had no calls. We have one birthday of Denise Sally. We want to wish her a happy birthday and hope she has a wonderful day on her birthday. And if you need any bee supply items, go up on Depot Street here in Bostic and get your bee supply items. And go to Washburn Store and get your items out there that you need. They have seeds and fertilizers. Just about anything you need out there at Washburn's. And on these pretty days, take your children out to Bostic Park and let them enjoy it. And hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Vern.
All right, Vern, you do the same. We'll talk to you again some other day, or tomorrow, right? Thanks, Vern. Bye-bye. Well, folks, while you're over in the Bostic area, I want you to go out to Washburn Store and check out what they've got going on over there. It's the oldest family-owned and operated retail store in North Carolina. I still think it's in the entire United States, but we'll have to verify that. Located on the Bostic Sunshine Highway over in Bostic, stop in and visit with Ann, Catherine, and Casey. It's like taking a walk back through time. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 until 4:30. Saturdays, 9:30 until 3. They're closed Wednesdays and Sundays. You can give them a call at 245-4124-4129. I'm sorry. Some of the things they have available, they have garden seeds. Flower seeds are now available. They carry the pointer overalls. They've got those garden hats always in stock. Carry the old-fashioned stick candy. Not many places around the county that you can get that. They also have local honey. Old-fashioned toys like Lincoln Logs, Tinker Toys, John Deere toy tractors, rocking horses, and pop guns made right here in North Carolina. They carry lamps, lamp oil, cornmeal, molasses, jams, jellies, corn seed, old-timey dishes, cookware, vintage signs, and they have gift ideas for anyone and everyone. Like I said, visit Washburn Store. You will be amazed at what you see inside there. Like I said, it's like taking a walk back through time. Go by and visit them. They're Bostic Sunshine Highway in Bostic. Tell them the WCAB, Todd and Tracy sent you by.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
Go by and see them over there right across the road from us right here at WCAB. It's where you'll find Farmer's Friend. We're going next up to the Mount Vernon Fire District and Robbie Samuel. Y'all got to wait for me to get through, okay? I know y'all excited, but
hey, it's Monday.
You got to wait for me to get through.
I didn't want to be rude.
It's all right.
That's right.
Robbie, good morning, sir.
Well, good morning. How are y'all this morning?
Doing good. It was good to see Brother Robbie over at Gregory's on Friday. It kind of, I walked up and I thought, who is this talking to me?
I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard you talk about it this morning. I seen you come in. I was like, that's Todd. It's got to be. I know that's who it is. That's some good food, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. You was there with a lot of the Rutherford Fire Department people. It was always good to see that. One guy even remarked, he's like, you talk to him every day of your life. And I'm like, well, yeah. You don't even know him.
It's always good to put a face with a voice.
That's right, it is. It really is. Yeah, it was good. And Levi got to meet you, and Max DeLauder, I don't think you got to see. He was in there with us eating, but he never did come outside. He's a little shy. He works up there with Chris Melton's son. We've been trying to get him out of his shell a little bit.
Yeah. He was one old fella. I pulled up, and I kind of got on the Trailblazer and pulled in, and Robbie and another guy came out, and I cranked it. And some guy said, why didn't y'all tell me he was out here? And he said, I heard it fire up from inside.
Yeah, that was Levi. He was wanting to see it too, yeah. They just had got back from a call, so they hadn't been back too terribly long when you pulled up.
You can,
that was a great coincidence.
You can always tell a motorhead when they hear a big V8 romping, they all go out and they look like, oh, what's going on out here?
Well, that was what was funny. Was I was sitting in my office and I heard the motor, and I was like, well, who in the world is this coming up Middle Street? And I seen the Trailblazer. I said, there's Todd made it.
Todd made it over here.
Yeah, so I'm glad you come by. Everybody got to see that car. It's kind of like the talk of the town there for a little bit. So
yeah,
you don't see every day.
It's my son actually did the research on it, and in 2006, which is the year mine is, they only made 6,000 the first year, and only so many of those were black, and only so many of those were the top tier. They call it the 3SS. In other words, it had every option on it. So, I mean, it's pretty rare car, rare. Oh no, it's got navigation, it's got steering wheel controls, cruise, tilt. It had an air pump in the back of it in case your tires go flat and you can pump your tires up. But somebody took that out before me. Air ride, all that good stuff. So
it's a Cadillac with a Corvette motor.
It's a dad van. That's what it is. The ultimate dad van.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Todd, up here with Hudlow, that's real busy this weekend. They had 2 motor vehicle crashes and stayed busy with the medical calls on that end. So luckily no big fires. And, so that was good on their part. And Rutherford, we ended up with a dumpster fire Saturday. Spindle was coming to assist us, but luckily it wasn't bad enough. We got to cancel them before they got there. So we appreciate their assistance as well. But other than that, hopefully today's going to be a good day for the town and the communities around. It's a Monday. The sun's coming up. The skies are blue. So
I didn't.
Can't be blue if you got the skies are blue, right?
I didn't know y'all provided fire services to Washington D.C. The dumpster. Oh no, dumpster. Yeah, that's a different dumpster fire. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not the big dumpster fire.
Okay, yeah. just a local dumpster fire. I got you.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. But, well, other than that, Todd, I hope you and Tracy have a wonderful Monday, and I guess we'll talk to you in the morning.
All right, Robbie, we'll see you then. Thanks.
Right, see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Robbie Samuel with a report from the Mount Vernon Fire District. We're going to move over to the Cherry Mountain Sunshine Fire District. Sue Price after this.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale, 828-287-9197.
7:35 or 25 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock on this Monday morning. 56 degrees outside, sunshine in the sky. Surprise. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. Hope y'all are.
Oh, yeah. Doing
Yeah, sounding good this morning. Well, we got a beautiful morning over here. The sun's out. And it looks pretty. Everything greened up and just about another day to look forward to. Well, let's see. On my church calendar, they don't have any birthdays or anniversaries today, so nothing on the Red Dunkins Creek church calendar. They will be having the Piney Mountain Boys Sunday during the worship service, and our Memorial Day first Sunday in June, so that'll be June 4th. On my personal calendar today, I've got a birthday for Dalton Green, so happy birthday, Dalton. I hope you'll have a good one today. And let's see, Fairview's got a birthday for Lily Van Dyke, so happy birthday to Lily. First Broad, let's see, they've got a birthday for Caden Sibley. And in my announcements, the First Broad will be having a singing Thursday, May 25th at 7 p.m. That's the Chuck Wagon Gang and the Golden Valley Crusaders. And it'll be a love offering concert. So good music, good singing coming up over there at First Broad. Looking forward to that. Hope you not get to go. And Big Springs Baptist Church is going to be having Bible School June the 5th through the 8th. 5:45 to 8 p.m., and dinner will be provided. The theme is Twists and Turns. Let Jesus guide you through your life's twists and turns. That's a tongue twister. But we hope everybody will have a good day today. I don't have anything else that I know of. It's just quiet and calm, looking for a good day, and I hope you and Tracy will have one.
Thanks, Sue. You do the same.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sue Price, that report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. We'll head to Tina White, Shingle Hollow.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Good morning, Tina. How are you?
I am so glad to hear y'all's voice this morning.
I think you need to jiggle your mic ain't doing right or something. You got to shorten that thing.
I don't know. Can
Must
you
be
hear me?
diabetic personality.
Must be.
I can hear you.
There you
oh,
go.
Okay. Is that better? Well.
Yep, I think so.
Well, it's good to hear your voice too, Tina. How are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing a lot better this morning. I had to apologize about Friday morning. I was in the bed asleep. My daughter didn't even wake me up, but I had visited the emergency room on Thursday evening. I was having some chest pain and shortness of breath. And,
oh, no.
Just couldn't hardly get my breath on it when I was walking, like on exertion.
Yeah. Yep.
But I praise the Lord because my heart, the EKG was good, so I wasn't having a heart attack. And they feel like it was probably just viral and a little bit of congestive heart failure going on. So I've been taking it easy.
Well, baby, take it easy.
Yeah,
I was watching. I was watching a Little Rascals the other day. I was down in my shop working, and I just had the Little Rascals on. And if anybody remembers the Little Rascal, that's some funny stuff. Well, this is the one where they, the truant officer is after him at the fair, and one of the funniest lines is Stymie says, "Get thee behind me, Satan, and don't push."
Yeah, we say that at my house. Yeah,
don't push.
My husband loves the Little Rascals, and he has made me have a love for them. I can remember my dad talk about alfalfa.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and it seems like, and I'll have to get it out and watch them again because My husband has all of them on VHS, but it's the one that says, I wish I had a watermelon.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things. I wish I had a watermelon. Wish I had a watermelon.
But you
He's
know,
got a big watermelon.
But you know what used to scare me was Uncle George.
Uncle George.
Oh my gosh.
Yum, yum, eat 'em up.
I didn't understand that character.
Yum, yum, eat 'em up.
Yes.
Yeah. But my mama still acts like Uncle George. I wish she was listening this morning. I call her Uncle George because she'll run through when the kids are all together, like you know, holidays and stuff, and she'll say, yum, yum, meat 'em up, yum, yum, meat 'em up. Oh, goodness. Well, what did we talk about Shingle Hollow this morning? It was around 57 degrees when I woke up this morning. It was good and cool, but let's see what it is now. Well, it's still 57. It's a good time to open the windows and let a breeze come through. The sun's shining. It's pretty. The fire department was all quiet over the weekend. We're thankful for that. The fundraiser was a success down at Gilkey United Methodist Church, and the Pathfinders sang last night at Piney Knob. So everything went well with that. For birthdays today, these are all three on my personal calendar. Ethan McCurry, and Eric Queen, and Holden Dates. I hope all three of these have a wonderful birthday. And I don't have any announcements that I know of. This is the last week of school at Pinnacle and Trinity. So these kids are ready to get out. They're probably wild.
Yes, they are. I think all the kids are ready to get this year past and celebrate summer. I remember those days.
Looking forward to that, too.
Yeah.
I think Creighton, he's a teacher up at Trinity. He said he had one more day of instruction to get his class from the space race to now. I was like, well, you better get on the ball.
Oh, you know, I would love just to go sit in his class, I think. I met him years ago when I was home health nurse.
Yeah.
With his
Yeah.
first wife. And I see what he posts on Trinity and some things. I think I would enjoy just taking one of his classes. It makes me want to go back to high school.
It is.
Now, what does he teach? Is it history? Is that what he teaches?
History.
Oh, I bet he'd be good at that.
And he instructs chess after school, and he does some Bible history. Very. He's probably the most knowledgeable person I know about the Bible. And you know, he studied the Hebrew language and he studied the Greek language, so he knows all the translations and the words, and it amazes me every time it amazes me every time.
I love to be around somebody that's so knowledgeable like that about the Bible.
It's fun, and it's so inspiring to be around people that have that knowledge. I feel like I could just soak it right up.
I know, me too, Tina. I'm the same way. I love to talk about the Bible. Love to get started talking about that, and it just, me and my daughter, she's always loved to do that. I would sit and talk about it forever.
Now, if you do that too much, we're going to have to start paying Chuck.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be a religious program at that point.
Now, listen, religion, it's not about religion. It's about that personal relationship side. I like to talk about my personal relationships, and I have one with Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. Somebody else that astounded me with their knowledge, and that was O.A. Fish.
Yes.
He was.
Oh
my gosh,
my goodness.
He was so knowledgeable.
I went to several of his Bible study classes on Monday nights, and they were so good, really good.
Yeah. I miss O.A.
I do too.
Well, I would say, just one Tuesday evening, 6 o'clock, well, you can come early and eat at Golden Valley Church. I'm doing that. You know, my son goes there, and he got married back in April, so I have been going not only to learn, but to have a little time with him where I'm missing, got that empty nest syndrome. But I have learned so much, and it's so much, I'm more content at learning about Revelations and how it affects today. So if you want some knowledge, visit them on Tuesday evening, 6 o'clock.
I'll have to do that sometime. Maybe I can go with you.
You sure can.
Okay.
You sure can. I take a lady with me from up here. We drive down and just have a girls talk all the way down.
Well, good.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, but y'all have a very blessed day. And I'm so thankful that you're doing what you do. Keep doing it.
Well, thank
God
you so
bless
much,
you.
Thank you, Tina.
Have a
God
good
bless
day.
you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tina White with that report from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. We'll move over to Brenda Kelly and Union Mills next.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
7:45 on this Monday morning. Here's that woman from Union Mills, Brenda Kelly.
Good morning.
How you doing?
On this marvelous Monday morning, I'm just on top of the world.
Good.
Feeling
y'all,
good.
Y'all was discussing the Bible with Tina. I went to a wedding Saturday afternoon up at Weaverville, and coming back, well, it was raining, but when we hit Rutherford County, it rained just a little bit, and then it stopped, and it was cloudy right over top of us.
Yeah.
But over to the right, coming out 108, on the very top of the trees, you could see the sun shining there. It wasn't shining on the whole tree, just at the very tops. But then we come on down, and it was shining on all of it. But to the left and to the right was a rainbow.
Oh, wow.
That was cool.
That sounds beautiful.
So I asked my sisters, I said, do y'all know what that rainbow means? And they said, what do you mean, do we know what it means? I said, do you know what the rainbow is? And I said that was the first promise God ever made to people, was that he would never flood the whole earth again. And
That's
I said
right.
he put a rainbow in the sky.
That's right. It's exactly right.
And I said, now that's our Bible lesson for today.
If you would, please go ahead and pass around the offering plate as we'll have a word of prayer here.
Well, nothing wrong with that, is
Nothing
it?
wrong with that.
I'll pass it back to you, Todd, and you pass it back to me.
That's right.
Maybe you could go out there and on the front and open the door, and somebody over out in front of you, the farmer's friend would come over and put something in it.
Oh, my God.
Well, let's see. I've got 50 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries. But in ways of announcements, we got the regular monthly luncheon, not October. Oh, Lord. Let me start all over. Regular monthly luncheon on the 23rd at 12 noon. Bring a covered dish, and this is at the Union Mills Community Club. And then special, May the 26th, 5 p.m., hot dog supper, dine in or carry out. Hot dog, chips, and drink for $2. This is end of school supper, and a table will be provided for the kids to decorate, cookies and everything furnished to decorate with. And so far, that's all I know of going on.
All right, Brenda, thanks so much for the report, and we'll catch you again tomorrow.
Catch you later.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Brenda.
Brenda Kelly with that report from the Union Mills Fire District. Well, folks, I want you to go over by Tony's Produce Market. Right here in Rutherford County, you can always count on Tony's to carry everyone's favorite vegetables and fruits. Now and they have homegrown cantaloupes, watermelons, seeded and seedless, squash and zucchini, half-runners, spring onions, corn, cucumbers, hanging baskets, ferns, flowers. Also stop in and get you some homemade pies, cakes, and cookies, jams, honey, and much, much more. You can't go get Tim's homemade salsa because he is out. I went Friday or Saturday, and he was out, so I have to check back over there today. There's just something about stopping by a produce stand, and Tony's is as good as it gets. Located at 773 North Washington Street in Rutherford. Strawberries are also in at Tony's. They got 70 gallons last week. Call them at 287-9495. Stop over by there and be sure to tell them that Todd and Tracy sent you by.
Savings are stacked up at Carolina West Wireless. Get the iPhone you want and get the best deal stack of the year. This month only. Save an extra $200 on any iPhone, even if it's already on sale. That's up to $600 in savings, and some models are even free. Yes, free. Plus, grab an unlimited data plan for 4 for $25 per month per line. You gotta get this deal today. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit carolinawest.com/terms and conditions. Offer expires May 31st, 2023.
Going to Luther Gillikin down in Ellenboro. Luther, good morning, sir. How are you?
doing great. Stay here drinking coffee, watching traffic go by.
That sounds like the place to be.
It's a good way to start the morning. Always have a cup of coffee. But it's quiet morning. It's Monday. Everybody's glad to get back to work, get back in the groove. The city over the weekend, probably only had 2 medical calls. Had 1 fire alarm. They got turned back on it. It might do anything. So that things are quiet this morning. So you have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Luther. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Luther Gilligan with that report from the Ellenboro Fire District, wrapping up our call-around report for the day. Well, folks, I want you to head out to Granny B's. They are our official birthday sponsor, and they have those delicious donuts, orange twist, Long John's, cream-filled donuts, or get you just a traditional glazed donut. Enjoy a delicious fresh sub sandwich, or if you don't want that bread, you can get all that on a salad instead. For birthdays, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for their delicious cakes and pinafores, open Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 until 6, closed on Monday. To call them at 286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. Birthdays and anniversaries, if you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary today, give me a call, 287-3356. We'll have a birthday party in your honor.
What keeps you motivated? How do you raise your personal level of expectation above mediocrity? There's a certain routine that can set into any job after a few years. The jobs we do and the schedule we keep is basically the same day after day. If we are not careful, the routine and the mundane can cause carelessness and even slothfulness. If we are self-employed, it can be even worse. If we are to stay on top of our professional game, all of us need to engage in self-motivation. We have to push ourselves and keep raising the bar. We owe it to ourselves and the people we serve to perform at the highest level of motivation. But how do we do that? How do we keep motivated? 1. Keep a clear mental picture of the large scope of your job. Are you building a car or just making a seat cushion? 2. Establish a high level of expectation for yourself. 3. Discipline yourself. Don't become addicted to oversleeping, TV, the internet, or sports. Be balanced. 4. Don't settle for mediocrity. Raise the bar. Set your personal standard higher. The Bible says, "The sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied." One of my college profs put it this way: if you are going to succeed, you must work while others sleep. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Happy birthday today to Christy Kemp Calhoun. Lives in Greenville, in Green Hill. Also, happy birthday to Lily Vargas today. She's 18 years old today. Also celebrating a birthday today, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. You've heard that name?
Not very often.
Of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Now, the first I talked about earlier, in 1761, the first life insurance policy was issued in the United States. In 1803, the first U.S. Public Library opened. In 1807, the first fruit-flavored carbonated drink is served.
Oh, was that Mountain Dew?
I don't know what it is. 1819, the SS Savannah set sail from Georgia on a journey to become the first steam-propelled vessel to cross the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, interesting.
1892, the toothpaste tube is invented. 1906, the Wright brothers are granted a patent for their flying machine.
Oh.
Nobody knew what that was then. In 1933, it was the first modern sighting of the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, my goodness.
Still going strong 90 years later. Today is National Maritime Day, National Buy a Musical Instrument Day, National Vanilla Pudding Day, and National Solitaire Day. So,
Oh, I like the vanilla pudding.
hey, I'll take a vanilla
I like
pudding.
banana pudding.
You are up to date on this date in history. Congratulations to Lily Vargas. She was the winner of our cupcake, courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery and WCAB. Go over by there and pick up your cupcake and enjoy. Compliments of WCAB and the Whistle Stop Bakery. And on Mondays, you know, we always talk to Brother Wayne Rollins over at Wayne's Lunchbox, and this Monday is no exception. You can hear the phone ringing in the background there, waiting on Wayne to pick up the phone. If he'll join us this morning, he may be out busy getting some more food to sell. You never know. Wayne, good morning, sir.
Oh,
How
there he
are you?
is.
As he
Good
answers
morning,
the
Wayne.
phone, we woke Wayne
Good morning.
up.
How y'all doing?
We woke Wayne up.
We woke him up. He was,
Yeah, I wish that was the case. But no, you didn't wake me up. I'm in here. Just got through making some coleslaw and boiling some eggs for some potato salad.
Oh, it sounds good.
So we are into it big this morning, Monday.
that's right. How
Getting
many?
everything ready to go.
Just give us an idea of the volume of what you're cooking. How many eggs have you prepared this morning? For nothing more than potato.
I'm boiling 4 dozen eggs.
4 dozen eggs for potato salad.
Yep, and that's, well, you can hear the timer going off now. So 4 dozen eggs, making a little bit more potato salad than I normally do because we have a catering this morning that's got potato salad on it. So I'm doubling my batch of potato salad. But normally I would do 2 dozen eggs just for potato salad, and then when my prep cook comes in, she'll boil another 30 just for salad.
Good. So do you own a chicken house?
I should. I definitely, if I'd have had one about a month ago, we'd have definitely been making some money. But so I mean, on a normal day, I mean, if I'm not making potato salad, we still go through 4 dozen a day, just for salads. If I make chicken salad, which we make quite often, people buy it by the pint and quart to take it home. So, but yeah, on average, we probably go through 4 dozen. I make anywhere from 20 to, I start out with 20 pounds of coleslaw on Monday, and then usually by Tuesday or Wednesday morning, I'm having to make more. So we normally go through about.
Now we're just talking 2 small, basically side items that you're preparing. This is coleslaw and potato salad. We're not talking about anything else.
No.
The volume that Wayne is having to cook.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. Last Wednesday, we changed it up and we did turkey and dressing, and had no idea of the turnout we would have on that. I guess people, you know, when we do turkey and dressing during the holidays, especially on Thanksgiving, we have a lot of orders. But we just thought, you know, hey, it's been 5-6 months almost since we've had turkey and dressing. Let's take chicken pie off and throw some turkey and dressing on there. So on Tuesday night, I made dressing. I thought, you know, that should be enough. I think we'll be fine. I was out of dressing at 15 after 5.
Wow.
And we opened up at 3 o'clock. Now, we didn't run completely out because I had to put some back because we'd had so many people. I think I had 18 orders of turkey and dressing that was hanging up that was 6 o'clock or later. So I had to look at that and see. So you can basically, and I'll tell you how much dressing I made. I cook dressing a gallon at a time in a pan when we cook it. And I made 5 gallons of dressing.
Wow.
And we were out. The first gallon of dressing that I cooked was gone in 16 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's kind of hard, you know. I want people to understand. I know people get upset with me sometimes when I run out of food. And I promise you, that's not my intention to run out of food. It's very difficult to predict what people are going to eat that day or not eat that day. So sometimes we do run out. And it's hard to sit back and say, look, you know, do you want this? Because, you know, certain things just don't heat up well if they're leftovers. And I don't like leftovers.
Well, you have to cut it off at some point. I mean, you can't cook it forever and ever and ever.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's not just Well, Wayne, you could go back there and throw that together. Well, I don't, we don't just throw stuff together. I mean, we make things, recipes, and 95% of the stuff we do is made from scratch. And you can't grind onions and celery and cornbread. And first of all, you got to cook off all that cornbread, the rolls, and just all that. So you can't just throw it together and like, man, you're out and it's 5:30. And I'm like, okay, dude. I mean, you can switch jobs with me and let me do yours and you do mine and see how much better at it you can be. But
I tell you go back there and
I
look us
just
up.
want people to understand that it's not always just easy to do that. And
you're not a
we
fast
are
food restaurant, are you?
Yeah,
you're
no,
not fast
I
food.
don't need no. We're just blessed to be able to say that, and I thank all my customers that that come by on a daily basis. Some of them eat with me twice a day, and without them they wouldn't be a lunchbox. And I just I hate running out of food, but sometimes it happens. But I assure you that's not my intent, because if I can sell it, I want to sell it.
That's right.
But again, we're blessed and thankful to have the business that we have, and to do the caterings that we do. I had a big catering yesterday at a local church here, and I got some good feedback from it, and they said how good everything was, and it just makes you feel good. It's not everybody works for money. Don't get me wrong, we all do, but to be able to go out in public and man, I got this chicken pie the other night, and God dog, it was good, or stuff like that is more important to me than the monetary. I mean, we all want to make money, but we take a lot of pride in what we do here, and cooking things as fresh as we possibly can. And, my staff knows that, and they treat it just like it's their own. So
that's right.
I don't have to worry about them. They do the same thing that I do. They know what I expect. And my staff, again, I'm here all the time working, but I'm just a quarterback. I just, try to tell people and put people in positions, and we do good and they do good. And without my employees and without my customers, they wouldn't be a lunchbox, and that's why, we've been going pretty strong for 4 years, working on 5. So we hope we can continue to do that and put out some good food at lunch and dinner and do some catering on the side and continue to grow this thing.
That's right. Wayne, speaking of that delicious food, tell us what's on the menu for today.
Today is the grilled chicken Philly at lunch. If you've never had that, I definitely encourage you to come by and try that. You can always come by and get you a thick piece of bologna or a thick piece of liver mush. That's always two popular items. The grilled chicken Philly is always a big one on Mondays too. We get that chicken in, we grill it on the grill and throw some peppers and onions on it and provolone cheese. Put it on a hoagie, but you can change that thing up. If you want to put cheddar cheese or jalapeno cheese, or add you some jalapenos or mushrooms or bacon. You can change that thing up and make it any way you want to. So come on by and try that grilled chicken Philly. It's definitely a good one. Tonight will be our salmon patties. We'll start them at 3 o'clock today. We'll have salmon patties, and we got some fried Brussels sprouts. If you've never tried those, I definitely encourage you to try them tonight when you come by and get you some of that salmon patties. But the fried Brussels sprouts is definitely on point. It's sort of like popcorn. You got to be careful with them. Next thing you know, you're going to eat 10 or 12 of them. But that's the new item that we've got. It's going pretty good right now. So we're always going to have the fried flounder sandwich at lunch and fried flounder plates at night. So just come on by 11 to 2, Monday through Thursday for lunch. We'll shut down for an hour, open back up at 3 o'clock, 3 to 7 for dinner, just for the meats and vegetables, Monday through Thursday.
All right, Wayne, that sounds good. Appreciate you talking to us this morning. We'll catch you again on Wednesday, and hope you don't ever hope you sell out of food, but that's always a good thing.
That's exactly right. Well, I appreciate everything y'all do, and I hope y'all have a good week, and I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
All right, see you, Wayne. Thanks
Thank you,
much.
Wayne. Bye-bye.
Sounds good. Bye.
Wayne Rollins with Wayne's Lunchbox right there. Let us know what's happening around dinner time today. Got a late birthday called in. Like I say, a special happy birthday to Kinley Owens, last-minute birthday. So happy birthday, Kinley. Hope you have many, many more. Been fun being here with you on this Monday morning, on this May 22nd. Tracy, as always, we've made it through another Monday.
Yes, we certainly have.
We'll be back in here tomorrow. And join us, won't you? We'd love to have you here. Just a reminder, we've got some Atlanta Braves baseball coming up this evening, 6:05 airtime, 7:20 first pitch. They'll be home versus the Dodgers. And as I always say, be good to each other, and it'll all come back around to you, I promise. Have a great Monday.
Need some extra savings in times like these? Me too, and I'm headed to Bark Mobile. For a limited time, get an extra $25 in savings on already crazy discounted devices. Or choose from other great devices for free when you switch. Flip phones? Check. Smartphones from Samsung, Motorola, and TCL? Check. You choose. You save. You call the shots. Only at Bark Mobile. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions. Offer ends May 31st, 2023.
Are you looking for a great place to gather with friends, or just a nice place to study, or just meet new people? Stop by the Hope House Coffee Shop, locally owned and operated, offering coffee beans from different countries, roasting them locally to create the perfect blend of coffee, offering regular, drip coffee, lattes, frozen frappuccinos. And if you don't like coffee, try a smoothie or a refresher, which are wonderful in the summertime. And for that sweet tooth, muffins, scones, or a delicious cookie. Open 6:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday. The Hope House Coffee Shop, 1066 South Broadway in Florence City. Call them at 828-367-2326 and tell them WCAB sent you.
The month of May is Military Appreciation Month, and the folks at the Arledge Law Firm would like to say a special thank you to our men and women who serve and are serving in the military. Attorneys Gerald Willis and Kent Baldwin and all the staff at Arledge Law invite everyone to say thank you to our military men and women for serving our country, fighting to keep us free. Gerald would like to personally honor his dad, Nicholas Willis, for serving in the U.S. Army, and his mother, Jane Willis, for serving in the Women's Naval Reserves. Thank you for all the years of service to our great country. And remember to turn to Arledge Law for all your legal needs, 120 East Court in Rutherford. Call them at 828-287-3338.
Lou Gillum in the Blue Room. Your forecast for today is going to be partly cloudy, highs around 80. Partly cloudy tonight, lows around 60. Partly cloudy tomorrow, highs again around 80. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 55. Sunshine for Wednesday, highs around 80. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 55. Thursday, highs around 80 under partly cloudy skies. Then Friday, rain moves in, looking for rain showers with highs around 80. That's your forecast. We are 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Hits you when it's too late, hits you when you're done.